Good morning and welcome to this edition of Women at the Forefront. Today we are coming to you live from Kakamega County. Of course, we are privileged to have the First Lady of this great county of Kakamega. We just want to get from her what is her role, what is her position, and why is she living or where she left as a lecturer, or is she still doing that role of being a lecturer to be the First Lady of this particular county. So today I'm privileged to have on set Prof.Janet Kassily Barasa, who is the First Lady of Kakamega County. Ma'am, thank you for joining us and welcome to the program.
Thank you and good morning. My name is Prof.Janet Kassily Barasa. I am the First Lady, Kakamega County, and as we've heard, I am a professor of religion and culture.
Yes.
Meaning that I've been in the academia. I've been lecturing at Masindemro University of Science and Technology, and currently I still teach. At least I teach once a week, yes. But I teach the whole day. I have 3 courses which I'm teaching, and I'm still supervising graduate students. As a First Lady, my role is to complement the governor's role. That is helping him achieve his manifesto. You already know that his manifesto has 6 points, and therefore I'm just complementing his role as a governor.
Yes, yes. I'll get to that briefly, but first of all, how do you juggle between classroom, you have lectures, you have students to attend to, you have exams to set, you have to mark at the same time, you also have your role as a First Lady to undertake. How do you juggle between the two? Women are very powerful people. Yes.
We are able to multitask. And so for me, I have said I teach once a week. Mm-hmm. On Monday, I'm doing count work. On Tuesday, I'm in class from 9 to 4. And then Wednesday, I'm in the county doing count work. Thursday, I am in class with the graduate students. And Friday, I'm doing count work. So I'm able to balance between teaching and doing my work as a First Lady. And even on Tuesday, and when I go to class, after class, I come back to the office for at least 1 or 2 hours before I come back home.
Yes.
So I'm able to balance between the two. And also, I've been teaching all along. I've been able, I know what time I'm supposed to wake up so that I'm able to do, teaching, you have to prepare, teach, mark. So I'm used to waking up early and sleeping late. So yes. That one I still do. How
do your students see you when they see the First Lady? Do they call you First Lady? Do they call you lecturers come? Do they call you, how do they call you when you get to the lecture halls?
The students' approach to me changed when we were in the campaigns. Uh-huh. So I could go to class and then they start murmuring and laughing and asking me for some handouts. So right now, their approach to me is different.
Yes.
They see me as the lecturer, yes, but they see me as the First Lady. So it's not usual, the way it was.
Okay.
Even when they come to speak to me, they say, First Lady, they say, no, Professor. So they mix the two, which is okay. Yeah.
Okay, let me get to understand one thing. So what is your role as a First Lady of the county of Kakamega? Basically, we have got other counties, but basically, what is your role as a First Lady of this county?
My role as a First Lady, I've already said I'm supposed to complement the governor's work, to help him achieve his mandate. But there are particular roles that a First Lady has to do. For example, we are the ones, First Ladies are the ones, or First Spouses are the ones who are in the community. Meaning, you are the one interacting with people on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
You are the one handling community issues. For example, somebody is unwell, they'll come to you as a First Lady. Somebody has no food, they'll come to you as a First Lady. Somebody has no school fees, they'll come to you as a First Lady. So basically, my role as a First Lady is to help the community members. Help the community, at least help them in their day-to-day activities, their day-to-day life challenges. Let me call them challenges because there are so many challenges in the community. So my role is to help the community live a better life, help them solve their problems, solve their issues that are stressing them. So I have focused mostly on women and the youth. Women, because the women are the ones who are carrying the whole load of the community. Yeah. We know that a woman is the pillar of the family. A woman is a pillar of the society. she's a pillar of development. And you know, because she has all these things on her shoulders, then obviously she's heavy laden, if I can put it. So I help the women to go through the challenges and also the youth. And besides that, I am a nutrition champion in the county. Being a nutrition champion, I'm supposed to help the women, mothers, have good nutrition. But basically the whole, not just necessarily mothers, but the whole, everybody in the county to focus on good nutrition so that we don't have malnutrition. But I'm focusing on the mothers because, you know, we have expectant mothers, we have lactating mothers, we have babies. So if we have unhealthy society, we have unhealthy mothers, we have unhealthy babies, then obviously the whole society will be unhealthy.
Yeah, it has a ripple effect.
Yes. Yeah. So that's why I'm focusing on ensuring that we have good nutrition in the county, and this is it's multi-sectoral because, you know, nutrition has to do with agriculture, it has to do with health, it has to do with education, it has to do with water and sanitation. So all facets are incorporated in nutrition.
Yeah. Based on what you've said, ma'am, is like your office is pretty busy because you are the role model and you have to teach the masses, you have to teach the society. At the end of the day, you are the first point of call, even before they get to the governor himself. But how do you now connect the two? The governor has his office and you also have your office. How do you complement the two so that you don't overlap? All right, you just complement whatever information you have, get to the office of the governor directly without any distortion.
Of course, the governor has his own office and I have my office, which is ceremonial.
But do you compare notes?
Yes. There are many issues which come to me, but they're supposed to go to the governor. So when people bring issues to me and I know this one must be handled by the governor, then I forward it to him. There are issues I can handle from my office. But you know, my office is ceremonial and we don't have so much in the office. We have no budget, we have no finances. So most issues come to me, yes, but I forward them to the governor for them to be solved. But there are issues I handle as a first lady. For example, when we have issue of teen mothers, for example. Of course, it's a county issue, but I cannot forward it to the governor. And I've taken it up as my own responsibility to ensure that we don't have teen mothers in Kakamega County. Right now, we have around 12,000 teen mothers. By last year, yes, we had 12,000 teen mothers in Kakamega County. And I have taken it upon myself to ensure that by 2030, we have low numbers, if not zero. So what I have done is I've selected 60 champions, one from every ward. Yes. So I have 60 champions, teen mothers, whom I'm using as champions to help me tell the Kakamega society that teen pregnancy is not good. Yeah. It's a vice, and you know, when a girl gets pregnant at an early age, there are many other challenges that come with it. She may get fistula, she may get HPV virus, she may get other STDs, she may get other things, and overall, her education will be curtailed.
Even the perception from the society.
Yes. Yeah. So I have taken upon myself to ensure that we don't have these numbers not grow, but we minimize them, if not get to zero. So such an issue, when it comes to me, I cannot forward it to the governor. And that's why I've taken it up as myself, as a first lady, to handle the issues of teen pregnancy. We have issues of SGBV, which is also on the rise in Kakamega County. And such issues, I coordinate with the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Youth and Gender, so that we handle the SGBV cases coming to me. And we have a center in Shinyalu, which is supposed to be launched soon, so that these mothers or people who have gone through SGBV have a safe house where they can recover from and continue with their lives. So there are issues I forward to the governor, there are issues I handle as a first lady.
Okay. That's again paints a picture of how busy your office is. So how is a day-to-day like? At what time do you start your day?
Like I've already said that I've been a lecturer.
Yes.
And being a teacher, you have to prepare, teach, mark, and the like. Yes. So a teacher's day is always very busy and starts early and ends late. So for me, I wake up at 5. My day starts at 5. We are parents, we have children going to school, we have junior secondary, we have grade 5. So I have to wake up at 5 and ensure that these two, the junior secondary and the one in grade 5, are ready for school. So When they leave for school, then I began doing my work as a professor. Maybe I have something to prepare for a class. I have research work to guide. I have notes to prepare, so I do that. Then also prepare breakfast for us, me and the governor and the family members. Then if it's my day to go to class, then I leave for class. If I'm going to the office, I go to the office. Then my day goes through like that till evening.
Yes. Let me ask you a question. Were you prepared for this transition from where you were living a quiet life, as a close-knit family, as a lecturer who was attending to just a small number of students, and then all of a sudden you're exposed to a country with over 1.6 million people? Were you prepared for that transition? If not, how is it so far, the experience?
I wasn't prepared for the transition.
Yes.
And I wasn't prepared for the public space. So initially it was not easy because I was used to living this quiet life, leave this home, go to class, teach, come back, and I'm just having students around me, But I began transitioning during the campaign because, we never campaigned together with the governor. He had his own team, I had my own team. So when we go to the campaign, we go to a rally, all eyes are on me.
Yes.
Yeah. So even my team members will speak and do whatever they're doing, but all eyes are on me. So that's when I began transitioning slowly that my space is gone, if I can use that word. So slowly by slowly, I started getting used to the crowds, the public space. And now, yes, but it's not been easy. Yeah, because I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready.
You're not ready?
No.
When the moment you're going through the campaigns and the governor approached you and said, he wants to run for the office of the governor, how did you receive that information, first of all?
Initially, I was resistant. Actually, I refused. Because, we are a young family.
Yes.
I've told you we have one in our acting last born is in grade 5. The other one is in junior secondary. Then we have 2 other elder ones. So for me, our family was too young to get in the public space. And also, I had never dreamt of being in the political space. I knew I was a teacher. I'll just teach, live my quiet life. Yeah, that's it. So initially, I resisted. But then I realized that as I was resisting, he wasn't relenting. So I let it go.
Okay. And then you said, okay, fine, you have your way. Are you happy with now the situation is he's out there serving the people of Kakamega. He's now a national figure. He's chairing one of the most important committees at the CUG. How has this changed from where it was initially to his position as the governor, and now even you as the first lady of this county now?
For him, he was already in the public space. He was a CEO.
Yes.
Okay. But now, he being the governor, being the chair of the finance committee in the COG, somehow he's, of course, that time he was a CEO, yes, but he wasn't as busy as he is now. So right now, we are here at home with him, but he's near yet so far. Near yet so far because he'll come to home in the evening, but he's coming with guests, political guests, okay? So they'll spend time talking the issues. Then it's quite late, maybe the boys have gone to sleep. They wake up early and go to school. Has not woken up. So for us as a family, we don't have a lot of time with him.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it because we are serving the community. So we are serving the larger community, the larger family, which is okay.
Let's come back to your position as the first lady of the county. You have a caucus, and you have got 47 counties across the country. How do you relate as the first ladies across all the 47 counties, again, beginning from the first lady of our nation, Rachel Ruto?
As first ladies, we have an association or a caucus, which is called the County First Ladies Association, CIFLA, yes, in short. So SIFLA, it brings together all the 47 first ladies from all the 47 counties. And what we do is we normally have meetings where we meet and discuss issues in our different counties. And as we discuss issues in our different counties, we look for partners to help us solve these issues. As you know, that our offices are ceremonial. They have no budgets, they have no votes to do any activity. Yet we have all these activities we are supposed to do in the community. So when we meet, we discuss issues in different counties, but we also look for partners to help us solve the issues in our counties. And we are trying to do the same thing, replicate, like what I'm doing in Kakamega should be done in Bungoma, should be done in Kericho and all, so that we solve the challenges in the community similarly, though we know some communities have more challenges than others. And what Mama Rachel is doing, we are also doing it in our small way.
Yes.
Though luckily her office is well catered for. And I wish ours were also catered for the way Mama Rachel's office is catered for.
Are these some of the discussions that you have during your caucus meetings?
Sure. We raise such issues, and we are requesting the COG to help us legalize our offices so that we are able to run activities comfortably. We are also requesting the First Lady's Mama Rachel and His Excellency the President, because we are the heart, if I can use the term. We are the heart of the community. Yeah. We are the heart of the county. And you cannot be the heart of the county if you cannot reach everybody, you cannot help them in any way. So we pray that our offices are legalized, then we can help us run our activities properly.
That reminds me, anytime you call a governor and they don't pick this line, they usually say, if you want to get hold of the governor, ongea na madam, utampata. All right. This question of girl child and, being a lecturer, being a parent, and now being a mother of the first of a county of Kakamega County. Tell me your situation and your state and your position in the issue of girl child and boy child kind of upbringing in the current society. When
we look at Kakamega County, like I've already mentioned, we have issues of teen pregnancy. And as at last year, we had 12,000, almost 13,000 teen mothers in Kakamega County. And that is the reason why I have taken it upon myself to champion the issue of teen pregnancy. Championing, not saying that I'm encouraging, but I'm saying that we have to reduce the numbers of teen pregnancy.
Yes.
So we are focusing on the girl child. And right now, like I've told, I have 60 champions whom I've already sent back to school. Some dropped out in class 8, some dropped out in Form 1, some in Form 2, even Form 4. Even in our neighboring school here, I have one I've sent to a neighboring school here, in our day school. She's in Form 4. So the challenge is, we have these teen mothers, and when they become pregnant, many other negative things follow.
Yeah.
But we are not saying that the boy child is forgotten, because this teen mother got pregnant by a teen boy somewhere or a mature man somewhere. So as we speak to the teen girls, we're also speaking to the teen boys, the youth, because we should not behave like they are not there. Yeah. We should not forget them. So for me, I want to speak to both the teen girls and the teen boys, or the youth, so that they're able to take care of each other, be each other's keeper, be brother's or sister's keeper, so that when we speak to the boys, they should understand why it's wrong for these girls to get pregnant early. When they understand why it's wrong for them to get pregnant early, then they'll help us reduce the numbers.
We recently had the World International Women's Day, and from 1995, Kenya as a nation has made a lot of steps. But let me get your point on this. In terms of celebrating women and the achievements they've made, do you really think that women have so far put their selves in the limelight, as it was, proposed in Beijing in 1995?
Thank you. When we look at the women right now from 1995, they have made enormous strides in having opportunities. But we cannot say we have achieved what we wanted. When we look at we look at the political space, we realize we have women MPs, we have women MCAs, we have women governors, but we have not reached the 50-50 that we would prefer to have.
And even the two-thirds gender rule is still a big headache even to the government, to the national government.
Many institutions have not achieved the gender rule, although it's in the constitution. So we say women have achieved, yes, but not what is required. And despite the few opportunities, we still have many challenges. We realize that even these ones who are in positions of power, some are still going through challenges from their male bosses, for example. We still have some who are denied leave, for example, like I am expectant, I want to go on leave, or I'm unwell. Then we are told, this woman is always asking for leave. So despite the few opportunities we have had, we still have many challenges that women still go through. So we haven't achieved what we would like to have as women, but we have made some strides.
Recently, you've been visiting prisons and talking to them, educating them. Please tell me more about that. Recently,
yes. On Monday this week, we visited Kakamega Women Prison, just in line with the celebration of International Women's Day. These ladies are in prison. Their freedom is a bit curtailed. They don't mix with the other society. They don't enjoy the rights that those of us who are free, have. So I feel as a way of celebrating the International Women's Day, I should visit them and give them a word of encouragement, give them a few gifts here and there. Yeah. Remember, when they're in prison, there are many basic needs they don't have. So we visited them on Monday, and we carried a few presents for them. We had sanitary pads, we had soap, we had mafuta ya kujipaka, we had soda, bread, and they have babies. Yeah. There were 100 women in the prison, and 15 babies. One baby was just 1 week old. So we had to carry baby clothes, pampers, diapers, unga for uji for the babies, and a few other goodies. And what shocked me is I was told nobody has ever visited them. In the last 10 years of devolution, no one has ever visited them. So they were shocked that even I was going to visit them. And they were so happy. Yeah. And what also shocked me is when I gave them soap, those women went wild. Soap, hii sabuni ya kipande. Hey mama, we don't have this. Mungu amekuleta wewe utupatie hii sabuni leo. They went wild. If you see, Saidi has the audio, you'll see it. So there's a mama who prayed for me, I don't know how many times. When I just gave her soap, she began praying. When I gave her soda, she was praying for me and my generations to come. So then you realize there are small things, but which really mean a lot to people. Yeah. Small things which mean a lot, and they're the same things that even these people in the community are facing. Small things which they don't have, and they really mean a lot. Imagine just sabuni ya kipande. They don't have soap, they don't have, na tukaambiwa tununue mafuta ya ng'ombe. Mafuta ya ng'ombe? Yes. Tusinunue mafuta ingine yoyote, nunua mafuta ya ng'ombe. We bought them mafuta ya ng'ombe, we bought them sanitary pads, and tissue. And those are basic things, but they don't have. Yeah.
That tells a lot that we should be appreciating whatever little we have. In a big way, we need to be thankful.
So I just went there to encourage them that even though they're in prison, life does not come to an end. They should, if actually they commit those crimes, wakubali makosa yao, wakubali hiyo kifungo, then wakitoka wabadilike. Prison is to reform. Yeah. Change their behavior. So wakiwa pale wabadilike, wajifunze skills, because they are learning many skills inside there, by the way. Dressmaking, they can make cakes, they can make baskets, they can make handbags. They are being taught many skills. So I told them, at least when you're here, use your time well, learn the skills, so that ukitoka huko nje, then you can be able to continue with your life. Yeah. You can earn a living.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as we come to a close, what is your clarion call? Anytime you go to the villages, the communities, meeting people, talking to them, what is your clarion call? Anytime you meet them, what do you tell them? What's the one message that you usually put across to them?
I have told you I'm a nutrition champion, and nutrition has many things. It has health, education, water, sanitation, and the like. But before I tell you what my clarion call, I want to say that we have this issue of the triple threat in Kakamega County. Triple threat meaning we have SGBV, we have HIV and AIDS, and then we have teen pregnancy. Those three, the triple threat. So every time I go out, I'm speaking to people about health. And in this case, health, I'm talking about cancer, cervical cancer, and teen pregnancy. You know, we have many cases of cancer in Kakamega County, and many times people don't come out to. Some don't know that they have the cancer. Yeah. Some know it, but they don't go for treatment because it's expensive. Some don't go out, especially the men, because of stigma. Yeah. So every time I'm out there, I speak to you about health. And for us in Kakamega County, we have been going around as LEREP. LEREP is Lake Region Economic Bloc. So we have been going around as LEREP spouses to advocate against cancer, to screen and then to give vaccination to teen girls. So every time I'm out, I'm speaking about cancer. Let us go out and get tested. Yeah. Let us go and get screened. If we have it, if we are positive, then let's go for treatment. If we don't have it, then okay, we thank God. So for us in Kakamega County, we have a screening and awareness camp on 17th. We are doing it in Matungu, at the Matungu Health Facility, where we want to have advocacy, we want to screen, we want to give vaccination. Because many people have cancer, but they don't know about it. But my clarion call, every time I'm somewhere, I'm talking about teen mothers. That as Kakamega County, I am a teacher myself, I am a woman, so I wouldn't want our young girls to get pregnant early. Yeah. So I'm saying that let us get rid of teen mothers in Kakamega County. Let us have a county where all of women have gone to school. Remember, I've just said that a woman is the pillar of development. A woman is the pillar of the family, the society. So if we have this woman who is educated, up to a certain level, of course not necessarily going up to the tertiary level, but at least to some level, she'll be able to take care of her own children as a mother. She'll be able to give them good nutrition as a mother. She'll be able to take care of the society as a mother. She'll be able to do other economic activities in the society as a mother. And therefore, for me, I'm saying that let us have no teen mothers in Kakamega County. Let us reduce the numbers.
Would you consider running for a political office?
No, that one not now. For now, no. No. Maybe later on, but as for now...
You're okay with what you are?
I'm okay with what I'm doing. I'm just supporting him. Fine.
All right. Thank you so much for talking to us. And of course, you've just given us, the facets of how we should be doing things in life, and of course as your role as a first lady, and what you want to achieve at the end of the day. If you allow me to say one thing, right. We have this issue of LGBTQ. Yes. We as an African society, as a Kenyan society, we are Christians, we are Muslims, we are indigenous religionists. And as a cultured people, we don't allow such. The issue of ati wewe umeoa huyu mwenzako hapa na mimi nimeolewa na huyu mwenzangu hapa. Culturally it's wrong, religiously it's wrong. The Bible talks against it, the Holy Quran talks against it, and indigenous religion talks against it. So for me, as a first lady, I want to tell our Kakamega people and the nation at large that the issue of LGBTQ is wrong. We cannot entertain it. Even if the Supreme Court talked about saying that they should be allowed to associate, they're associating for what purpose? We cannot just pick, what do I call it? Practices from the Western practices from Western countries, and bring them to us and enforce them on our children. And this is happening amongst the youth mostly, unfortunately. So I would like to urge our people that let us speak to our youth. Let us guide them on the good morals, on the good values. We know that we were created man and woman for each other. So even you rather marry many wives than marrying a fellow man. That's a lesser evil, if I put it. But the issue of men marrying their fellow men, women marrying their fellow women, I don't agree with it. As a lecturer of social and religious studies, you completely condemn that.
I do.
All right.
Condemn it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Thank you so much. Absolutely, we have just that limited time, but of course we'll continue doing more and more, and we just encourage you to continue doing your job, much as you don't have a budget, but hey, sometimes it goes beyond a budget. What you give the society is quite important. Thank you so much. Of course, we've been talking to Professor Janet Kassily Barasa, who is the First Lady of Kakamega County, talking to us on what she thinks is her role and what is she doing to uplift the livelihoods of the people of Kakamega and Kenya in general. That is all from here. My name is Victor Lo. Have a good morning.
Now, 1 in every 4 Kenyans, 10,000 out of a possible of 100,000 Kenyans suffers from one form of mental illness or the other. This coming at a